Mods, do me a favor. Just ban anyone that types S. Today, we're doing something that has been asked of me lots and lots of times. We are ranking all the Kamen Rider girls, not the band, the actual Kamen Riders that are girls. And I found a tier list over on Tier List Maker called Kamen Rider Ladies. There are quite a bit in here. I don't think that's all of them. I haven't seen all of these seasons, so basically what I have to judge it off of is just the design I'm seeing right now. So I don't know anything about their characteristics. Y'all can say in the chat if you love them. Y'all can say in the comments down below when I post this on YouTube why you love that rider, why it would be S tier for you. Basically, this tier list for me is going to be all based off of designs. Ranking girls, it's a bit sus, bro. I feel like you should go check out the hot or not Kamen Riders. That's sus. This is just exactly what I do on the channel. It's kind of in honor of my daughter's 6-month birthday, because I was like, man, who are the heroines that she'll be able to look up to in the future? And these are them, starting us out. Electronic Wave, Humanoid, Tackle. It's all right. It's not a great design. Why are we starting out super? I don't love it. Tackle is gonna go in F tier real quick. I feel bad too, because like Ichigo and Nigo like always go in God tier when I'm doing these. They're the OGs. You can't beat that. Tackle, solid F. From Decade, the AR World version of Tackle looks like this. And I will say a moderate improvement here. I think this one is such a better suit than the first Tackle. I wouldn't call this one F. It's just the updated look of it all, really. I think it looks a lot better than the blandness of the other one. I like the texture on the bike jacket, the segmented. Other Tackle goes in C. I think that one's really cool. Kamen Rider Shooky. I don't understand what was happening with Hibiki at all. I cannot wait to get to Hibiki and watch it, because to call this a Kamen Rider suit is generous. What is happening here? I'm gonna put it in F. Yeah, let's not forget Asumi got shafted in having an Oni Rider form for the finale, and what would have been his suit was repurposed for another kid Oni. People can explain everything that happens in Hibiki to me a million times over, and I'm still not gonna understand it. Kamen Rider Femme, or like you said before, Vaughn, what did you say? What the hell is this chick's name? Siren. Kamen Rider Siren. Everyone seems to be in love with the suit. I think the white on the black looks beautiful. The black textured leg, I've always talked about, like I hate suits that just give up on the legs and just throw in black. This has got some texture, this has got some knee pads. This is just a beautiful suit. I'm gonna drop it over in A tier. Kivala. I've only seen the first episode of Kiva. Let's preface this. And as little as I liked the first episode, damn does Kiva have some of the best suits. This to me is S tier. This is absolutely beautiful. And I may just be a super simp for like white suits. You guys can be the judge. You can call me that. It's fine. But Kivala gets S tier. I can't even explain how beautiful this looks. Just look at it for a second. Kamen Rider Amaki from the AR world. Not a ton different from the Hibiki suits, right? I don't hate it. I really like Hibiki's suit anyways. I like this helmet, does a little bit more. And I kind of like the belt too. The belt looks cool. The bottom just gives up. This is what I'm talking about, where I'm talking about the bottom of a lot of rider suits. Just sort of like, oh, black pants. Amaki for me is gonna go in C tier. Lark is one of the suits that I look at and I'm like, symmetrical. Lark is cool. I like Lark. Very good looking. Love the smoothness of it. I don't know what else to call it. It just looks very smooth. Pointy where it needs to be, if that makes sense. The helmet is dope. I really like the big gem in the middle. Lark is dope. I'm gonna drop Lark in A tier. I'm such a simp for the most simplistic suits. That's all it is. The one that y'all keep talking about, Nadeshiko. I can't believe how many S's are in the chat right now. I don't want anyone to think that my bias against Forze is coming into play here, because it's not. I actually like the Forze suit. I think it looks cool. And yet I'm stuck on episode 1 because Forze as a suit does not excite me at all. Forze goes in D. This is just kind of the Forze suit with like a Sailor Moon collar on it. It's okay. This is gonna be our first B. If you don't put her in S, we riot. Come on. Kamen Rider Mage. What a weird looking suit. I feel like I'm very forgiving for a lot of Toku suits. Mage looks weird. There's nothing about it that I'm like, that's a badass Kamen Rider. Mage goes F. Marika has a weird head. Marika has a really weird head. And I just need us all to understand that. and recognize it before we move on with this list. But it's cool. Like, it's a Gaim suit, if that makes sense. We talk about black pants. Look at. No black pants. No black pants there. They tried all the way down. So she's getting a C tier. Kamen Rider Irun. I don't know. I don't remember what she's from. Jam was also in the last episode. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Later Heisei writers, just skip the last episode. You don't need to watch any of them. None of them make the story any better. This is a dope ass suit though. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you try all the way through the suit. There's stuff going on here, but it still doesn't feel like way too much. Deno colors, dude, I was totally thinking this chest looked like Deno right here. I really like this suit. I'm gonna drop it, Idun, over in A tier. Is this, I don't wanna ask this on YouTube. Is this name what I think it is? Is this Kamen Rider's name Kamen Rider Syphilis? Oh, just Sylphie. Cool, Kamen Rider Sylphie. Now we can talk about it. I just needed that question answered. I love the blade. The blade coming out of the butt of the flower. The helmet's got like little rabbit ears and stuff. This is a cool suit. Gosh, Gaim was just so good. Gaim was so on it with all their stuff, huh? The little thing hanging over the mouth. This is a dope suit. I'm gonna drop it in A tier. It's still not that S tier level, but it's definitely A tier. Dark Necrom yellow, Dark Necrom pink. Necrom is fine. It's just fine. Dark Necrom, unneeded. Throw them girls in F tier. I don't need a Sentai team of Necroms. It's fine. It's not even the best looking rider in Ghost. Cannon Spectre. It's pretty cool. White and pink, like cool. It's okay, right? I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's not, I don't hate it. We were running out of rider names, guys. At a certain point, they're just like, hey, let's just start naming the riders after their actual names. Pretty Deno blows my mind that this is a thing. This shows you how much Japan loves Deno. It's just Deno with a bow in the back, a bow in the front, the little frills. Like, they had a Deno suit and they're like, hey, magical girl that shit up, please. Pretty Deno's going in C. Still not as bad as Mage. Next up is another beloved stalwart of the franchise. I'm gonna need y'all's opinion on this. Where are we putting Kamen Rider Puppy Pipapo? Mind you, we're just going off of design here. All right, let them roll in. There we go. There we go. Got some S's, got some A's, got some B's. Mods, do me a favor. Just ban anyone that types S. All of you. You can't run now. You've already done it. This whole stream was just to ban anyone who thought this was a good suit. It's not F tier. I won't throw it that far down. It's not a great suit. It works with the rest of the X8 suits. Poppy's the middest suit out there. Poppy, a straight up C tier. Ride player Nico. This is a ride player. This is Nico as a ride player. Do we understand what we're working with here? Yeah, this is not a suit. This is not a good suit. F tier for Nico. I like the character. I hate that she becomes a ride player and they're just like, hey, give her a hat, a stamp, and a backpack. We did it, Toei. We are the best tokusatsu makers in the world. Tsugayami is really cool. Does a lot of things very well. Very feminine. I don't know a better way to put it. It looks very feminine, very regal too. Her name is her rider name. Another shitty point. It's bad for having a secret identity. Stop giving riders their first names. I love the way she looks. Give me a little bit more down here. And the worst part is, like, it looks cool that it's so smooth. I love the helmet. The helmet looks cool. Actually, I'm gonna give it an A tier. You know what? Valkyrie. You know that I freaking love Yua Yaiba. This is her best suit. Cheetah is fine. This suit kicks ass. Cheetah's fine. I do like what they started out with aims, with design-wise of like, hey, these aren't really complete suits happening here. Regular rushing Cheetah, I'm gonna go with B tier. 02. Let me just be totally clear. There is nothing unique about Izu 02. It's just 02. But the 02 suit on its own, S tier. I love the 02 suit. It looks so sleek and sick. And as not a final form, but as someone's suit, like base form suit, I think it's a really cool idea. Abaddon, Mua, and Abaddon. These fools, ridiculous. They're just fine henchmen. There's like, I have to rate them together because there's nothing like super unique about them. The shoulder pad, I guess, going on here, but it doesn't like sway me one way or another. They're both going in C tier. Reika, Kamen Rider Sabella. I love Sabella's helmet. I think it's super sick. Everything else going down. There is one part of this suit that just grinds my gears. It's these things. It's these gigantic foam things that they were just like, this'll look good. What if we just throw these foam things on there? And what if we leave them on there the whole show so that they just deteriorate and get crinkled the whole show so that by the end, they look like a mess? I feel like you could have just avoided that. It seems like a really easy fix, I'm gonna be honest. The rest of the suit I like. The rest of the suit I really dig. She is going in a B tier. Sakura Igarashi, Kamen Rider Jean. When Karate Girl was first introduced in this suit, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. I was like, this doesn't look like a rider suit. There's like no armor. There's this weird Shocker-esque, and Shocker in terms of Spider-Man Shocker, not Shocker in terms of Kamen Rider Shocker. Like this Shocker-esque insulation looking thing on her arm. It just looks like pillowy, and it's very much grown on me. I think the helmet is super badass. The chest plate and the shoulders like have really grown on me. And I'm still not in love with this stuff, but I do dig it. I like the colors and everything. I think Sakura is really good. It's a really good rider suit. So I'm gonna put her an A. The Cobra as her helmet mask is genius. Yeah, so funny enough, when this first came out, I was like, oh, her mask is 2 Cobras going this way. Nope, it's just 1 Cobra in the middle. I'm an idiot. All right, are there any of these that y'all like vehemently disagree with? Monica and Poppy seem to be the contentious part here. We're gonna give her a chance to earn a better spot right now. Let's see if the suits in motion makes me feel better. Still trash, y'all. I don't care what any of y'all say. I'm looking at C tier and she is better than all of these suits. So yes, I will move her up. If you want to tier list them more than this and like break them down more, we'll go, that's what they look like. From top to bottom, left to right. Sabella should be 8. No, she shouldn't. Stop lying to yourself.